All right, boys and girls, now that we've completed 1 through 6 on page 20, we're going to continue and work on 7 through 12 tonight for homework. The date is November 4th. So, let's read the first sentence. The child with a cut on his lip began to scream. So, our first preposition is with, the noun is cut, the adjective is a, don't forget your arrow, and then we're going to wiggle. Next, we have on his lip. So the preposition is on, the noun is lip, and the adjective is his. All right. So now as we keep going, we have began to. And remember, with the to, we're going to use that as a stop sign. So we're going to see, is the word after a verb or is it a prepositional phrase? So to scream. Scream is an action, so we know that we're going to put a V here. And then we're going to check off the to because it's a verb phrase. All right, next one. Number 8. Over the hill, Jane raced to look at the flowers. So over is the preposition, hill is the noun, that is the adjective, and then we wiggle. All right, Jane raced to. So we're going to think, this is our stop sign, is look a prepositional phrase or is it a verb? And we know that looking is an action, so this is going to be a verb phrase. So we're going to put V for verb, then check off the to. Next is at the flowers. So we're going to put P for at, N for flowers, and then adjective for the, and then we wiggle. Number 9. On a trip to the west, my son decided to stop at a hotel. So, on is our preposition, trip is our noun, adjective is a, then we wiggle. Now we're going to stop at the to the west. So, to the west is a prepositional phrase. So, we're going to put a P with a check mark for the to, an N for the noun, and then an adjective for the. And then we wiggle. My son decided to stop. So we're at another to. So we need to think, is this a prepositional phrase coming up or is it a verb? And to stop is a verb. So we're going to put verb and then a check mark. And then lastly, at a hotel. So we have P is the preposition for at. Hotel is the noun. A is the adjective. And then we wiggle. All right, boys and girls, number 10. Before lunch, Jane planned to jog for 3 miles. Before lunch is the prepositional phrase. Before is the preposition. Lunch is the noun. Jane planned to jog, so we're going to stop at to. And is it an action after it, or is it a prepositional phrase? And we know jogging is an action, so we're going to put V for verb, and then check off the to. And then that's it. So that's that for that. And then we have for 3 miles. And we know that for is the preposition, miles is the noun, and 3 describes the number of miles, so that's the adjective. So we wiggle. All right, boys and girls, you are going to complete numbers 11 and 12 on your own. Make sure you think about the to's and think about if it's a prepositional phrase or a verb phrase. Today's secret code is to put a star in the top left corner. Don't tell your friends.